and welcome to the Rose System. My name is Sarah and today we will be looking at our inner world. We did a brief section on this in one of our previous videos, but since then our inner world has changed and grown. I have also become more aware of places within our inner world. Let's get into it. In DID and OSDD systems, an inner world is where alters reside when they are not fronting. Each system's inner world changes greatly upon the system's own needs. Some systems have mansions and castles, others have islands or even planets. Our inner world is more like a large property with multiple buildings. Our first picture here is a map of our inner world. We have the main house, which is where most of us reside. Out the back of the main house is a backyard where the littles play. I'm not too sure of how the backyard looks as I don't have access to it. Behind the yard is a tropical rainforest like the ones that can be found in northern Queensland here in Australia. Around the edge of the forest is a force field to prevent information from the forest coming into the main house. In the forest are three lodge-like houses. The first one is the teenager's house. This was formed when our teenagers came out of dormancy. It is a place separate from the main house to help prevent the bleed-through of a persecutor's actions. The other teenagers are not affected by this alter's actions and beliefs. I am told that each teenager has their own room, but none of them have given me any information beyond that. The second lodge is the Lockdown Lodge. This is a new place that was created so that we as a system could cope with watching Elias Grace. It is a calm building with beautiful nature around it. The information that comes through the front cannot reach this place. It is sealed off from the outside world. Finally, the final house is the Dormancy Lodge. No one knows exactly what it's like except that it's dark and comfortable. I think each person has their own room, but I've never been there so I can't say. Let's head back to the main house. Here's an image of what it looks like from the outside. It is styled like a Queenslander home up on stilts. It sits over a steep hill that ends at the edge of the balcony. The balcony is where you are when you are fronting. I spend the vast majority of my time here. If I'm not fronting, then I'm standing inside at the window watching what's going on. The main room has a couch, which is where the others sit to observe what is happening. It also has a table with chairs that appear and disappear as they are needed. At the back of the main room is a cabinet-like closet. This has the sole purpose of giving me amnesia. When someone else is fronting and in extreme stress, I get sucked into the closet and lose memory of what happens. The further back into the main room I go, the less memory I have until I have complete blackout in the closet. I am the only one who is affected like this. Everyone else has freer movements within the inner world. Off the main room is the filing room. This room is filled with many filing cabinets. The filing cabinets under the balcony window are public access memories. These cabinets hold information every single alter needs to know. It contains our basic history and current life. As you progress further and closer to the back of the room, the filing cabinets become more restricted until you get to the back wall. The filing cabinets along the back wall are locked. No one can access them unless the memory belongs to them. And if you are fronting, you don't have access to them even if they are your memories. Our worst trauma memories are stored in these cabinets. Off the filing room is the littles room. The door was changed from being off the main room before I knew about my system. It was moved after an EMDR session went wrong and little A got really upset. It moved so that I would not have access to the room. Inside are a bunch of bunk beds for the littles and other furniture and toys. It is a lot bigger than the floor plan suggests. The 3 rooms of the main room are like the TARDIS from Doctor Who, bigger on the inside than what they appear to be on the outside. Finally, the middle's room is off the main room. It was formed when middle L came out of dormancy. I have no knowledge as to what it contains, but it is a safe place for our littles. A lot of systems have inner worlds where each altar has their own room. Our inner world isn't like this. Our littles and middles are used to sharing, as we didn't have our own room until we became a teenager. They are more comfortable sharing than with being alone. So this is our current inner world. I am hoping in time I'll be able to see and experience more of it. We hope you found this video interesting and informative about what it can be like living with DID or OSDD. If you would like to know more about us, please subscribe and check out our About Us playlist. Please know you are loved by the incredible God of the universe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!